What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam. Hope everyone's doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Hope everyone's having a safe, phenomenal start to the weekend. You guys already know what time it is, baby. Time for some live Week 5 Fantasy Q&A. We've got a London game in the morning. We've got some interesting matchups over the weekend. So, hop in the live chat, guys. Starts, sits, adds, drops, any position, roster settings, general advice for the fantasy weekend, confidence levels, non-confidence levels. Let me know what you guys need, man. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some fantasy football. It's Saturday night. We always have a good time on these Saturday night, late night streams. So, y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button on the way and hit that subscribe button, of course, if you are new to the channel. Hop in the live chat, guys. Let me know what's popping. Like I said, it's Saturday night. We want as many fancy questions as possible in the chat. But, of course, let me know how you guys are doing, man. Let me know what's popping. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some fantasy football. So, oops, just playing my own voice. Okay, so let's take a look at the schedule. Then I'm going to hop into the live chat just a second here, guys. So appreciate you guys being here, man. Let's get it going. I'm super tired tonight, but I'm excited to be here. You guys know I'm always excited to be here. So appreciate you guys spending part of your Saturday night here at the channel. Let's have some fun, man. All right. Giants at Packers, 9:30 in the morning. Man, I do like the Packers players from a fantasy perspective in this game, but and of course I like Saquon, right? And I like the Packers defense, but I just always get a weird feeling about these London games, man. It's a weird week for the players. It's kind of like a Thursday night football vibe where, like, you don't always see what you want to see from a fantasy perspective overall. But I think you can be confident playing Saquon Barkley, of course, like you're not benching him. Believe it or not, the Giants' secondary has actually played pretty good overall in the season against opposing receivers. So, we'll see what happens, but I probably still consider Allen Lazard and Romeo Doubs solid flex options for the week. And I still like Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know. Let me know, chat. How do you guys feel about these like London games? Do they give you a weird vibe? The Vikings-Saints game, even with Dalton out there, actually ended up being pretty productive overall from a fantasy perspective. So I think we'll be all right. But you just never know, man. We've seen some weird matchups in some of these London games. But I think you'd be pretty confident. Aaron Rodgers, Lazard or Doubs in the flex. Jones, Dillon, it's always a toss-up. I'd probably go Aaron Jones for the upside. And, Daniel Jones for the Giants is injured. He was questionable on the week, and so I still think the Packers defense is a solid start here. I don't want to cross my fingers for anyone to get hurt, but if Daniel Jones is not 100%, he does get a lot of his upside from running the football. I don't know if he's going to be able to run the football as well. So still like the Packers defense as a good stream on the week as well. All right, Lions-Patriots. There's a lot of interesting matchups this weekend. I mean, it's like the Patriots played all right last week, but they do have Brian Zappi coming out here at the quarterback position. Like, I'm not streaming the Lions defense because, frankly, they have been not good. But it should be interesting here. I still give the nod to the Lions, who still have a plethora of injuries. DJ Chark's out. DeAndre Swift is out as well. Monroe St. Brown is questionable. Josh Reynolds is questionable. TJ Hawkinson was on the injury report to start the week. He's been cleared, but, like, it's going to be interesting, man, because you got a lot of banged-up players for the Lions. They get a bye week next week, so we need to see this offense get healthy, man. It's too dynamic, too exciting of an offense, man. Like, we finally got something juicy going with the Lions, so it's an interesting matchup, man. I'll give the nod to the Lions for now, but there's a chance for the Pats. Chargers-Browns. This is a good game script from a fantasy perspective. I would start most of your players. This is one of the better fantasy games for the weekend. So if you have Chargers, Browns players, I like them this weekend quite a bit. So Texans, Jags is like I give the nod to the Jags here. I'm not very confident in Texans players, but Dameon Pierce is still a start. He's going to get the touches, man. Jaguars defense has been playing good, and their front seven is good, but they're not great against the run. They're better getting pressure on the quarterback. So I still like Dameon Pierce. I don't love Brandon Cooks this weekend as a play, but if you have to, it's fine. Full PPR, I guess. But I like the Jags this weekend, man. I mean, James Robinson, a must-start player. If you own Robinson, he's got to be in your lineups. The Texans are the worst team in the league against opposing running backs. I think Christian Kirk bounces back this week. I think T-Law bounces back this week. So, yeah. Good the nod to the Jags there. Falcons, Bucks. Kyle Pitts is out. Cordell Patty and Cheese is out. This could be good for Drake London. This is a true test for the young rookie receiver. But I'm a little queasy about that. Mariota has not been throwing the football great. Be interesting to see how Tyler Algier plays against a very good Buccaneers run defense. Target should be there for Drake London, but if you have better options, you might want to divert there. It's going to be very easy for Todd Bowles to just kind of X out Drake London here. So for the Bucks, I like the Bucks this weekend, man. Like I like Fournette, I like Brady, I like Godwin, I like Evans. That's probably where I'd want to stop. I mean, those guys are healthy. Like, this should be a bounce-back statement divisional game for the Bucks. There's always a chance Russell Gage, Julio does something, right, if they're healthy. But Godwin and Evans, I think, are going to have very good games. I think Fournette has a good game, too. The Falcons' defense hasn't been playing awful, but it's a good enough play overall. All right, Steelers, Bills. Hey, man, let's go, Kenny Pickett. Let's get it, Kenny. It's going to be probably a pretty steep day for Pickett, who's got a really tough schedule coming up. I mean, the Bills' defense is a little bit banged up. We all know that. But they're still a solid defense, a very well-coached team. So, full PPR, take a chance on Deontay Johnson. I don't see a high ceiling. And Kenny Pickett, another player to take a chance on. I don't see a great ceiling for Najee Harris. The floor is fine, but, like, that's how it's been all season, you know. In terms of the Bills, you own Bills offensive players are starting them. The Bills defense, who was starting to kind of dip down in production from a fantasy perspective, is a fine stream. Pickett threw 3 picks last week, you know. But, hey, I'm rooting for the young QB out there, man. Dolphins-Jets is an interesting game. We got Zach Wilson back. Dolphins have Teddy Bridgewater out there. This is a toss-up game for me, man. I could really see this game going either way, but the Dolphins have the better defensive unit and the better skill position players. So Tyreek Hill is a start on a weekly basis. Teddy B was feeding the man last week, being thrown into Thursday Night Football. Waddle, I'm a little queasy about, but Waddle's still your wide receiver 5, full PPR. You got to start Waddle. Edmonds, most starts a complete toss-up. Bridgewater's a fine stream, but not my favorite. I don't see a high ceiling there. For the Jets, Corey Davis was the wide receiver to play last week, but Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore are still worth a shot. I like Breece Hall this week. Not a great matchup, but I like Breece Hall. Bears-Vikings, Monty and Khalil Herbert are your starts for the Bears. Vikings very bad against the run. I think Monty's still questionable at the moment. Vikings, on the other hand, I like Thielen. I mean, you got to start JJ if you own him. Not crazy about Cousins or Irv Smith, but they should have safe enough floors on the week. You could take a shot on Mooney for the Bears, too, to full PPR, but I don't love it. Titans Commanders, I like this matchup. This is one of the other games for the weekend that I like a lot. So, sorry, Chad. I know I'm kind of going through the schedule for the week, but I'll be with you guys just a second here. Titans Commanders, I like this matchup. I love the Washington Commanders receivers this week. The Titans are like the 4th worst team against opposing receivers. But I like Bobby Trees as well. I think Antonio Gibson is a fine enough play. We'll see how Brian Robinson's worked in. If you want, you could sit Gibson/Robinson just to see what happens. But obviously you're starting Derrick Henry as well. Seahawks Saints, like, this is an interesting game. I think, yeah, Andy Dalton's starting. So you got Dalton versus Geno Smith here in Week 5, the 2022 season. I think Metcalf is fine, even with Lattimore out there. The targets should be there. Tyler Lockett is a great flex play right now. Rashad Penny, not a great matchup, but you can take a chance on Penny with what he did last week. For the Saints, you're starting Chris Olave. We are starting Olave, especially in full PPR on a weekly basis. So it's a good matchup for the running backs. Do I trust Kamara? No, but it's a good matchup. It's probably a good time to start Kamara, right? Niners, Panthers. Set the Panthers. Niners defense is going to feast this weekend. Debo, good start. Ayuk's been pretty disappointing, but the floor is pretty safe. And Jeff Wilson is fine here, too. I'm not, seriously, I'm benching Panthers. Oh, I mean, you're starting CMC, but, like, I don't even see a great ceiling there, but you guys start CMC. Eagles, Cardinals, I love this matchup. I know the Phillies playing great defense, but, like, I like the game script here a lot. I would start Eagles and Cardinals players this weekend. Cowboys, Rams. Rams are the absolute worst team against opposing fantasy defenses right now. The Cowboys defense, if they're available, is worth a start, man. Like, can the Rams finally have that bounce back game? I mean, I hope so, man. But, like, you're starting Cooper Kupp. That's it for me right now in the Rams, man. Cowboys defense is solid play. Regardless of the quarterback position, I still think you can start CeeDee Lamb. Listen, the Rams, on the other hand, are one of the worst teams in the league against opposing receivers. Like, yeah, Ramsey should see most of the work on CeeDee Lamb, but the target should be there, right? So, and outside of that, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, real potential starts for the week. And Zeke and Pollard, just a toss-up, man. The Rams' run defense is for real. It's just the pass defense, especially against receivers, not playing well. So I especially like Michael Gallup this weekend. Bengals, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. I love this matchup. Bengals defense right in the middle of the pack. Ravens defense, especially against opposing receivers and opposing quarterbacks towards the back of the league. So Jamar Chase, even Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst if he's healthy. I like those guys this week. I like Joe Mixon. I love Joe Burrow. I love this matchup for Burrow. And, of course, you're starting Lamar Jackson no matter what. But Bateman's banged up, man. So keep an eye on things there. But, like, it doesn't matter. No, you're starting Jackson. Dobbins probably a pretty solid play here, especially if Bateman doesn't play. Bengals pretty good against the run, but not great. So Raiders, Chiefs, I like this matchup here. I like this game script. When these two teams play each other in prime time is usually pretty good for fantasy. So Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. I think Renfro's healthy. I don't love Renfro. He's been very disappointing. He's weird in this offense. Carr is fine. I mean, Carr is fine. Chiefs offense, don't start those receivers, but Kelsey, CEH, Mahomes are in your starting lineup, no question about it. All right, there's your quick wrap-up for all the matchups this weekend. Let's hop into the live chat. We got 24 viewers in the house. Thank you, guys. We just had a new subscriber, Alex, subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, man. Hop in the live chat, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Guys, hit that like button for me if you guys haven't done so already. Let's try and get as many likes on the stream as possible. And let's get some fantasy Q&A going. All right. Chelsea TV's Wentz or Zach Wilson going against Burrow. So need high upside. Do you trust Gabe Davis this weekend? Thanks in advance. PS lost starting quarterback to injury. I go Wentz here, man. I mean, I'm not against Wilson, but the Miami Dolphins defense is not bad at all. I go Wentz against Tennessee, man. If you're going for upside, I go Wentz against Tennessee. Easy for me. Do I trust Gabe Davis? No. But is he a boomer bust player who has a good ceiling on a weekly basis? Yeah, but the floors lately have been really bad. So, no, I don't trust him. You can start him this week, but if he disappoints again, he's got to be a bench for now until we see something more consistent emerge. And I'm kind of at the point where, for me, I'm waiting for the consistent pattern to emerge. I know there's a couple of you guys out there willing to give Gabe Davis a shot this weekend, but I don't know if I'm quite there. J-Rob and Drake London for Clyde and Devonta Smith. I don't mind this trade. You kind of get the same level of RB play, in my opinion. And Devonta Smith, more of a boomer bust player, where Drake London, on the other hand, is more of a safe floor. Not a crazy ceiling on a weekly basis. So, I I don't know how much it really upgrades your roster, but I don't mind the trade necessarily. All right, Young Berg with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. $2 dono. Very, very kind of you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see here. AJ Dillon over Connor. Or AJ Dillon over Samuel. If it's Curtis Samuel, so Curtis Samuel in the flex. Okay, I got you, bro. Start Curtis Samuel this week. Yeah, Curtis Samuel against the Tennessee Titans, a beautiful matchup, especially with Jon Dawson out, so less targets overall there. Or excuse me, well, more targets overall. Excuse me, for Curtis Samuel, less targets to go around is what I was trying to say. So, yeah, Curtis Samuel all day here, and then I would probably. God, that's tough because AJ Dillon just on a weekly basis is like, it's just a toss-up. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, and really, he hasn't scored more than 9.4 fantasy points in the last 3 weeks. 20.1 against Minnesota in week 1, but Minnesota's playing awful against the run. New York has allowed the 10th most fantasy points per game to the running back position, even though they have yielded just 1 touchdown on the ground through 4 weeks. So it's like, you know, like for example, last week against New England, AJ Dillon had 73 rushing yards, but no score, so just 9.4 fantasy points. So like, I think he's a good floor play this week, but I just don't know if I love the ceiling for AJ Dillon. You know, on the other hand, Aaron Jones is probably the running back I like more. I mean, 110 yards on the ground last week. He only has 2 touchdowns on the season, but I probably give the nod to Aaron Jones. I mean, but the other issue here, there, you know, is James Conner gets Philly. So it's like you got to get a touchdown out of James Conner this week. So truthfully, I'd probably go AJ Dillon over Conner. And I definitely start Curtis Samuel in the flex. So, yeah, by it, a small margin, I go AJ Dillon over Connor Youngberg. And then I definitely go Curtis Samuel against Tennessee in the flex. No doubt in my mind. So, thank you again for the $2 super chat, man. Very, very kind to you. I appreciate that, my guy. And good luck tomorrow, man. Let me know if you got any other questions on the night or if you want any further clarification. So, appreciate the super chat, my dude. All right, Stroh tonight. Trade Godwin and Damian Harris for Adams. If you had the depth all around, yeah, I like the trade. But I do think Godwin's going to start to turn it up. And Damian Harris is safe floor play on a weekly basis. Damian Harris is going to have a good week. He's going to have a good week against the Lions. If you want to sell him higher, it's probably a good week to hold off for now because he's going to have a good game against the Lions. Albert was good, bro. Hello, hello, hello. Should I trade Mark Andrews and Ayuk for Pitts and Brown? You upgrade a receiver, you just downgrade so much at tight end, man. Like if you own Kelsey or Andrews, like you should be able to trade Andrews for Pitts and AJ Brown. Like that's how much of a weekly advantage you have if Mark Andrews is on your roster. Like, you're winning, like, unless the opposing player has Kelsey, like, you are winning the tight end position for the week 90% of the time if you own Mark Andrews or Travis Kelsey. So, like, is there still potential with Pitts? Yes, 100%. But I just really worry about Pitts. I mean, he's out this week, right? He gets San Francisco next week. Cincinnati, Carolina, the Chargers, Carolina, Chicago, Washington, like Pittsburgh, then a bye. There's definitely exploitable matchups in there, and then there's some steep matchups too. But Mariota does not look good throwing the football, man. And the usage for Pitts has just not been great. So, yeah, A.J. Brown stands out here. He's a big upgrade over Ayuk, and the potential for Pitts to turn it up full PPR is still there, but you got to remember Pitts only had 1 touchdown last year. So, unless you're really, really hurting that receiver, I would not consider this trade. I want the Mark Andrews side still. Pick one to flex, ETN, Dubes. Hilbert, I wonder if that's Herbert, Ingram, and Standard. If it's standard and that's Herbert, I go Herbert against the Vikings. Next up, I go Romeo Dubs. And then I go ETN. Ingram, too much of a toss-up, but he does have a good matchup. Mike Williams or Fournette in full PPR. I like Fournette this weekend, but I go Mike Williams with no Keenan Allen against the Browns. I go Mike Williams here. Full PPR. But Fournette's going to have a good game, man. T. Higgins and Ramondre for Swift and Mooney. Should I do it on 4-0? No. A big downgrade at... I mean, well, I guess here's the thing to consider, Antonio. It's a big downgrade at receiver. It's an upgrade on paper at running back. Like, I think it's a good time to trade for Swift. And Ramondre's going to have a good week. I think Damian Harris, Ramondre are going to eat up that Lions run defense this weekend. And the Patriots don't have a choice with Brian Zappi out there, quarterback, but to run the football. So, like, you might want to hold off because you're going to be able to sell Ramondre a lot higher after this weekend. But, you know, I would probably hold off right now. I'd probably hold. But I do like trading for Swift. But, Mooney's coming off a big game, but like I just don't know how long that's going to stay. I would stay put there, my guy. As much as I like trading for Swift right now. Full PPR, start 2, sit 2, Ramondre, AJ Dillon, Hunt, Smith. I would personally start Ramondre Stevenson and Devonta Smith. It's a good game script for Devonta Smith. The Arizona Cardinals secondary has not played great. I like Kareem Hunt, but this is Nick Chubb's backfield. It's a good matchup there, too, against the Chargers. So, like, I like Hunt. He definitely has a chance to score. I like Dillon, but I think he's kind of capped by Jones. I think you have to go Stevenson and Smith for the best potential ceilings on the weekend. Chase Brown in the house. What's up? Tox, how are you, bro? What's up, man? I miss you. London games are rough for the West Coast. I have to set an alarm for 5:45 tomorrow morning because Green Bay is playing. You got to wake up and support the team, man. Yeah, 5:45 is rough. I had to get up at. I got up at what time? At 5:30 today. Whew. I'm still feeling that. I'm sorry to hear it, Talks. Got to support your squad though. Thielen, Dubs, Dillon, or Juju at flex. Dubs is fine, but I might go Thielen here. Thielen's on a little bit of a roll. If it's full PPR, I might personally go Thielen, but Dubs is okay. Let's see here. Would you trade Najee for Kamara? You can. You can. Guys, when it comes to Kamara, you know, it's just tough. Like, if you believe in Kamara, yes, right? Because Najee's a safe floor on a weekly basis, but it's just like, meh. Like, sorry, I just took everything off the screen there by accident. But if you believe in Kamara, yes. Najee's no more than a safe floor play. Like, the upside's not there with that offense. But maybe that changes with Pickett. But the next coming weeks for the Steelers are going to be rough. I mean, like, it's ugly, guys. They got Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Miami, and Philly, a bye week, then the Saints. Then even Cincinnati. Then even the Colts are not playing awful defense. Like, that stretch is rough before they hit Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Vegas, Baltimore. All those teams are fine and from a fantasy perspective, but I mean, like, Kenny Pickett coming in here has a real challenge as a rookie quarterback. Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Miami, Philly, the Saints, Cincy, and the Colts. Like, that's rough, man. I mean, it's a good learning experience, but there's gonna be some growing pains. So yeah, if you believe in Kamara, it's fine. But I don't know what to do with Kamara right now. I don't know if anyone does. Trade J-Rob for Thielen and Higgins if you're fine at running back and you really need some help there. Like, I'm not completely against it, but you know, It is. It's a pretty good haul, but it's a little tough overall. All right, let's see here. Oh goodness, I lost my spot. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, I may have lost a couple chats. Don't hate me, guys. Guys, if you didn't get your question answered, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I'm going to miss a couple here. Sorry, guys. I was trying to figure out. I saw I have the top and the bottom of the chat in 2 tabs. And I saw Ron ask if I could put the questions on the screen. And I can't when I use Streamlabs. So I'm going to have to figure that out. It's only when I'm streaming through Melon. So... sorry, Ron, I cannot do so. And I probably lost a couple questions there, guys. So if I didn't get your question, let me know. I'm starting Romeo right. If you don't have better options, yeah, for sure. Sure. It's a good matchup against the Giants. But keep in mind, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream, these London games get a little weird for me sometimes. Pierce or Hall at running back 2 this week. Flexing Godwin. Could set him to play both running backs. I'd probably start Godwin against Falcons. I like that matchup a lot, but you know, it's not a great matchup for Pierce, not a great matchup for Hall, but like they're both definitely still startable, right? I might go Dameon Pierce by a hair, but it's a toss up there, quite frankly. Chase, like one against the Jags. One against the Dolphins. Maybe I go against the Jags here. Maybe I go Pierce. I probably go Pierce by a hair. Pray what size of cookie. I'm just gonna ship literally 1 Chips Ahoy cookie. Ron the Goat, what's up, baby? Good to have you. Yeah, sorry, man. I can't put the questions on the screen. Bateman has been ruled out. Okay, that's what I thought. Thanks, Albert. Jerry, what's up, bro? What's up, Jerry? How are you, man? Hello, hello, hello. We got Jerry in the building. JRX, the OG. What's up, Jerry? We got Godfather. Hope you're doing well as well, man. What's up, eh? What up, what up, what up? Great to have you in the house, Jerry. We're excited to have you here, man. Hope you're doing great. We got the OGs out here. We got Ron the Goat. We got Albert. Michael's in the house. What's up, guys? Guys, it's Saturday night. We want the fantasy chat popping. We want the fantasy Q&A rolling. But let me know what you guys are up to, man. What have you guys watched lately? Ate any good food lately? What have you guys done with the fam? How's everyone doing, man? Golfer Trevor Lawrence, non-PPR. What's up, Elver? This is a tough one, man. I go Lawrence by a hair. Because Goff has some, you know, supporting cast injured this weekend. And the Patriots defense didn't play like... They gave him a lot of points, but they played okay last week against the Packers. Like, they had a pick 6. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. But I go Lawrence against the Texans. I mean, I have a league where I have Goff and Lawrence, and I'm going Lawrence. So, I'll go Lawrence. I'll ride with you, bro. Goff has been playing well, and that defense is bad, so they have to score to stay in games. I mean, that is a good point. Like, the Lions are constantly playing from behind. Alex, Dobbins, Devonta Smith, and Lazard. For MT, Keenan, Penny, and Corey Davis, which side are you taking? I go the Dobbins side. Just much more solid, consistent starters on a weekly basis. There's potential in the second side, especially when MT and Allen are healthy and Penny's rolling, and Davis is going to continue to be a boomer bust option. But like I'd much rather have Dobbins, Smith, and Lazard because I just trust those players so much more. Let's see here. Ron, Sanders, Dylan, Herbert, if no Monty or Ramondre. Woo! Half PPR need 2. Man, this is tough. You got to start Miles Sanders. He's playing way too good a football to bench right now. But I like Herbert a lot. Even if Monty plays, quite frankly, the Vikings are playing awful against the run. But, like, you can't bench Ramondre here. You just can't. You can't. Like, Ramondre against the Lions, guys. If Ramondre and Damian Harris don't both get at least 10 points tomorrow, I'm gonna be mind blown. I would go Sanders and Ramondre. I mean, they both had double-digit points against the Packers last week, and the Lions are the second worst team in the league against the run. Like, Sanders playing too good at football. It's a good game script for the Eagles. I go Sanders, Ramondre. I mean, like, the Giants aren't playing good against the run, and the Vikings aren't either. Like, this is a really good position for a half PPR league. But ultimately, if it's my roster, I'm going Sanders and Ramondre. If you're nervous about your flex, you can consider... I'll consider Herbert before Dillon, but you can definitely consider it. Even if Monty plays, quite frankly. But yeah, Sanders, Ramondre for me. Should I trade Kareem Hunt and Gabe Davis for Godwin full PPR? I need to win now. I have Dalvin, Najee, and Brees, along with Evans, Keenan, and Lockett. Yeah. It's a good... Like, this is a weekend you can start Godwin and Evans. Just that's the only factor I would consider here. Like, the win now player is Godwin, but are you gonna... You can start Evans and Godwin on a weekly basis, though. What am I saying? Like, you can. But just keep in mind, like, you might have a couple weeks out there where you're like, dang it, like, I benched Evans or I benched Godwin and the other one popped and he's on my bench, you know. Pick one flex. Dillon, Stevenson, McKenzie, Standard. Stevenson. Also, thoughts on me starting Elijah Moore over Johnson and Standard. In Standard, it's fine, but, like, I mean, for a Standard league, I don't see a crazy ceiling for Deontay Johnson or Elijah Moore. So, if you feel like Moore is the better matchup and the better game script against Miami as opposed to Johnson versus the Bills, which, quite frankly, neither are great, I'm okay with it. But Elijah Moore, like, what has happened to Elijah Moore, man? I was really hoping him and Zach Wilson would kind of re-spark everything last weekend. But, I mean, Moore is your wide receiver 55 in Standard. He has not scored more than 5.5 fantasy points. He had his second best fantasy. No, that's not true. It's his third best last week. Yeah, it's a little risky. Deontay is wide receiver 41, though. Like, in Standard, he's not playing very good football at all. He's definitely on the PPR side of things. So, I mean, it could go either way here, man. If you feel better about Elijah Moore, I think it's fine. But I wouldn't expect a very productive performance in the Standard League out of either. But, like, quite frankly, I might go Isaiah McKenzie over either of those guys in Standard. He's got 3 touchdowns on the season. So, truthfully, I might go McKenzie against the Steelers here. But I definitely go Ramondre Stevenson. Guys, if you own Stevenson or Damian Harris, like, I'm starting them this week. Like, it's really not close for me. They are must-start players for me. And if they have bad weeks, then I will take the heat. But I really like both those guys this weekend. All right, full PPR. 1 receiver, 2 flex for Ron to go. Gabe Davis, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Christian Kirk, Mike Williams. Already started Sutton. All right, 1 receiver and 2 flex. So you got Sutton already out there. Okay, Godwin for sure. Christian Kirk and Mike Williams. Easy for me, man. Godwin against Atlanta. Christian Kirk against the Texans. Mike Williams against the Browns. Yeah, man. Yeah. Not even close for me. Gabe Davis. We just can't trust the man. Deontay Johnson gets the Bills. Yeah, that's easy. Godwin, Kirk, Mike Williams. At least you got a safe floor play with Sutton, right? So, yeah. I think you'll be in good shape there, Ron. How do you think Allen and Diggs will do against the Steelers? They'll do amazing. They'll do just fine, Jerry. You're in a good spot there, my guy. The Steelers defense, if TJ Watt is not out there, like, they just are non-existent. TJ Watt, just such a factor, man. Such a phenomenal football player. Yeah, this is a good week, Jerry. It's a good week for fantasy owners who have the Allen and Diggs stack, including yourself. They're going to, as Ron the Goat, they're going to slice and dice them, as Ron the Goat says. If Gabe Davis can't get it right this matchup, I'm scared. Crowder, McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie's out? No way. I did not catch that. He's questionable. Oh, yeah, concussion protocol. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, keep an eye on McKenzie. I just went on a tangent about starting McKenzie. So, Alex, if McKenzie's not healthy, go with your gut feeling between Moore and Deontay. Oh, Knox is out, not McKenzie. Well, McKenzie is questionable, so it was a good enough point to bring up, Ron. There you go. Live stream sneeze. You don't get a live stream sneeze on every channel, but you did get one here, so make sure you guys hit that like button. All right. And seriously, let's try and get as many likes on the stream as possible. Patrick subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, man. Very, very kind of you, bro. Welcome to Catch Fam. Jerry, this is the first week of the season where I feel confident about my running backs. So you got Damian Harris. Did you start Gordon or did you bench him? Olrak subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, man. Very, very kind of you, bro. Welcome to Catch Fam. Yeah, Harris, a good start for you this week, Jerry. He's going to have a big game for sure. Pierce or Gabe Davis? I go Pierce for sure. I go Pierce for sure. Godfather, gotta change what smells like a poopy diaper. I completely understand, man. Would you guys drop Breece Hall to stash Brian Robinson? No. I keep Hall for sure. I keep Hall for sure there. Breece Hall or Jeff Wilson, asks Michael. That's a good question right there. I might go Jeff Wilson. I think Jeff Wilson is the safer floor play, but Hall holds more upside. Albert, do you think Amon-Ra plays? I think if he's healthy, I think they make the right call here. You know, if he's healthy, he's gonna play. If they don't think he's 100%, I think they bench him through the bye. I hope he plays. I've got him in 2 leagues, but I'd rather see Amon-Ra St. Brown just get fully healthy and play week 7 through the rest of the season, quite frankly. Same with Swift, who's not playing. So, I do think, I talked about this last night, if Amon-Ra does play, I think there's a chance he plays not close to 100% and kind of active as a decoy, so to speak. So, I would be kind of careful with Breece Hall this weekend, even if he does play. Mr. T, what's up, man? 12-team PPR, accept a trade offer. I get JT, he gets Hunt and Pittman. My quarterback's Goff. Running backs are Mixon, Damon Harris, Ramondre, Gordon, Hunt, Pacquiao, Ricard White, Diggs, Higgins, Pittman, Sutton. So you're going to lose Pittman, you're going to lose Hunt. Yeah, man, this is a great trade. This is a great trade. Losing Pittman hurts in PPR, but, Diggs, Higgins, Sutton, those guys stay healthy. You don't need to worry about receiver. Your running back room is deep, man. Goff is fine at quarterback. Conklin and Goff, I get it, man. You made some quick moves on the season, it looks like. I don't know what quarterback or tight end you drafted. You may have had some injuries there, but keep mixing. Damian Harris and Ramondre are going to have really good weekends. And Gordon's fine to keep, man. Yeah, I like this squad. You're doing all right, man. It's a good trade. Yeah. Hunt and Pittman for JT is a good trade, man. Mayday in the house. What's up, man? How are you doing? Always great to have you. Is Josh Reynolds a good start if Amon-Ra is out? Yes, for sure. Especially full PPR. Tyler started A.J. Dillon or Gabe Davis in the flex PPR. The safer floor is A.J. Dillon. The upside play is Davis, but I don't trust Davis. I don't know if I want to call Davis upside anymore. I think he's more boomer bust. The safe play is Dillon. I don't want you to come out with another 2-point performance by Davis, so I might go Dillon. Matthew, Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel, AJ Dillon. What 2 do you start? Man, that's tough. Because you always want to try and diversify if you can, but Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel against the 28th ranked Tennessee Titans defense against the wide receiver position in fantasy. I probably go Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel here. Yeah. but the Giants are not playing good against the run. But they're not giving up a lot of touchdowns to the running back position either. So I think I could see A.J. Dillon a very good ground day, but if he doesn't score, your ceiling's not very high. So if you want to diversify, I'd probably go Scary Terry and Dillon. I like Scary Terry a lot this weekend, but Curtis Samuel's a good play as well here. So I might end up with McLaurin and Samuel in my starting lineup, right? Vikings defense are Bengals. I'm leaning Bengals. Alex, I don't like the Bengals against the Ravens. I don't. I probably go the Vikings defense. I mean, they're not playing good against the run at all. But I'll bank on Justin Fields throwing a pick or two as opposed to banking on the Ravens-Bengals game not being a shootout. So I would lean the Vikings. But if you feel better about the Bengals, then trust your conviction. But I have more conviction in the Vikings. I'm not watching any college football at the moment, Albert. Anyone else out there watching Alabama and Texas A&M? Ask Albert. David Glazer in the house. What's up, bro? Hello. Appreciate you being here, man. I hope I win that chocolate chip cookie. Can he overnight it? Yeah, one Chips Ahoy in a Ziploc bag. I put on Discord, everyone who joins the stream tonight is entered to win a chocolate chip cookie. Alabama on upset alert. Uh-oh. John Curtis, full PPR, pick one. Dylan Dubs or Wilson. I'd probably go Romeo Dubs here. Just started the Dahmer series on Netflix. Pretty creepy. I did hear it is pretty dark. I'm probably going to skip that one. But, I mean, I heard it's pretty good. I heard Evan Peters is good in it. I like Evan Peters. Is this the game Scary Terry breaks out? I think so, yeah. Had him as the in the must-start player video. Yeah, I think he's having a good game for sure, man. Better ceiling than what we've seen on the ceilings or on the season so far. Excuse me. Had a pretty all right day, says Ron the Goat. Had seafood, crawfish, shrimp, and crab legs. Tasted just like home, man. That does sound phenomenal. Someone brought me some crab legs and butter right now. I'd probably eat it in front of you guys while I was answering fancy questions. Should be a really awful stream for you guys. What's up, brother? What's up, Rich? Don't know if I trust Waddle tomorrow with the groin. Should I go Lockett? Yeah, Lockett's still a good play. A nice upside play against the Saints. I think Lattimore will probably shadow Metcalf. So I'm not out on Metcalf. The target share should be there. But yeah, if you're worried about Waddle, like the other issue is the chemistry between Bridgewater. Although he got thrown in Thursday Night Football, you get over a week of practice with the long, week and everything. Could be improved, right? But Tua and Waddle's connections for real, So if you're worried about the groin and then you got that aspect and you want to go Lockett, I think it's fine. Just don't forget Waddle's your wide receiver 5 in full PPR. So, at the end of the day, Waddle's a beast. So if you bench him, just don't be surprised if he pops off, But Lockett's fine. I think Lockett's safe, man, if that's the route you want to go. If I try and trade Kirk, JJ, and AJ Dillon for Kupp and Herbert, what are your thoughts? I wouldn't do it personally. Losing Kirk and JJ is too much, even for the wide receiver 1, because Kirk is coming in with the poor performance last week as wide receiver 11. So he's still in the top 12. And then JJ's coming in as your wide receiver 4. I just think it's too much to give up, man. Unless, you have just a ridiculous amount of stud receivers on your squad somehow. I wouldn't do it myself. Yeah, I think you're giving up just a little bit too much there. It's tough to trade for Kupp, man, because they're going to want to haul. But I wouldn't do it, man. I wouldn't do it. Andrea, how are you doing? Great to have you here. Hello. Elver, Aaron Jones, Kamara, Sanders, Pierce, pick 2 in non-PPR. Wow. It's always tough with standard leagues. Because if I choose two of these guys and they don't score a touchdown, you're probably like in a bad position for the week. And Jones has a good matchup, although the Giants aren't giving up a lot of rushing touchdowns. They're giving up a lot of yards on the ground. Kamara's got a good matchup. Sanders and Pierce are like where I lean, though. It's really hard to bench Aaron Jones, though, because the upside is far too high. I probably start Aaron Jones and Miles Sanders here. But in a standard league, like, running back is king, so you can consider starting Pierce or Kamara in the flex as well. But you just got to understand, like, it's really tough on a weekly basis, you know, to evaluate and say, like, this guy is going to score. Like, there are certain matchups, like James Robinson against Texans, the Patriots running backs against the Lions. Like, yeah, those guys are probably going to score. The likelihood's there, you know. But it can just be tough, man. It can be a toss-up. That's really the unique challenge of a standard league is, like, it's like betting, like, anytime touchdown score for the weekend. It's like, it's a toss-up, you know. But I think the upside is too high with Aaron Jones. I think you got to start Aaron Jones. And I'd probably go Miles Sanders. He's just playing way too good at football. It's a good game script against the Cardinals. But like I said, you can consider one of those other running backs in the flex. Lions have given up 8 rushing touchdowns already. Yeah, I mean, some of these game scripts overall, the Lions are allowing are just ridiculous. Like, the Lions matchup on a weekly basis from a fantasy perspective, we want a piece of. Peace up. David, what's up, bro? How are you doing, man? What's up, Catch? What's up, David G? Thoughts on Taysom Hill starting him at tight end over Schultz and Conklin? I mean, you can always roll the dice on Taysom Hill, but prepare to be disappointed. So far, his stat lines read 15.3. That's okay. Let's go to standard stat lines, standard scoring format, which is what you're in. 14.3, 1.4, did not play week 3, 8.1. In a standard scoring format, he's tied in 11. So you can always roll the dice here on Taysom Hill. He gets Seattle. The matchup's not awful. Just prepare to be disappointed, man. I do like Schultz this week against the Rams. Hopefully he can bounce back, right? The connection between Prescott and Schultz has been much better than Rush and Schultz, although Schultz has been injured, so maybe I don't want to read too much in there. And listen, I'm not out on Conklin on the season by any means. I think we saw enough last week to still consider him on a weekly basis. But yeah, man, if you want to roll the dice here, I'm not against it. Tied in 11 in standard, so just prepare to be disappointed. You never know what you're going to get out of Taysom Hill. But, you know, you got Andy Dalton starting, so there's definitely a shot here. All right, Andrew, need one flex. Hollywood Brown, Chris Olave, Dameon Pierce. Is this against me, Andrea? If this is, I can't give you advice. I'm just kidding. Full PPR, man. Like, I'm starting Chris Olave right now. And it's a good matchup against the Hawks. Yeah. Listen, Hollywood Brown's tough to bench. Really tough to bench. But he should draw Darius Slay for most of the day. He's still your wide receiver 7. And that was, you know, week 3, he threw Jalen Ramsey most of the day, right? So, outside of that, I mean, J.C. Horn's playing good football for Carolina, so, and he stole 20 points that week. But, like, the way he lines up, he's not always facing the number 1 corner, so Hollywood's still a consideration, and I like Dameon Pierce, but, like, Chris Olave, like, the amount of targets Olave's seeing right now is just stupid. Just stupid. He's got 36 targets on the season so far, so only 3 targets week 1, so that kind of hurts the stat line, but then 13, 13, 7. Full PPR, his stat lines through the first 4 weeks read as 9.1, 10, 23.7, 16.7. And he played just fine with Andy Dalton at QB last week, right? He even scored his first touchdown. So he's wide receiver 17 in full PPR. I like Chris Olave right now, but you can still consider Hollywood Brown. I probably lean one of those two over Pierce, but Pierce still playing very good football. Is Boone going to be overshadowed by Gordon, or would he eventually be the RB1 position? I mean, like, you know, Jerry, anything could happen with that Denver offense. Mike Boone had 7 touches on the ground, 3 targets, 3 receptions. He actually played okay full PPR due to the 3 receptions for 47 receiving yards. Melvin Gordon still had the better fantasy day. 11.5 for Boone, 13.3 for Gordon. Gordon still had 15 rushing attempts and just as many targets and receptions at 3 targets, 3 receptions, 49 receiving yards. So the fumbling has been an issue for Gordon on the season at 4 fumbles. Mike Boone really hasn't had the opportunities just yet. So 0 fumbles on the season, which is, I guess, still a dynamic there. But I still lean Gordon for the moment. I guess it's possible. But like I said, like, anything's going to be possible at the moment with the Broncos offense. Who knows what we'll see. Alex Montgomery or Higbee in flex. Have PPR. If Monty plays, it's Monty. The Vikings defense has been awful against the run. If he doesn't, he can still go Higbee here. But it just depends. Monty is a true questionable player. We'll find out tomorrow. But if Monty plays, it's definitely Monty. No doubt in my mind, man. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Almost an hour in on the night. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Let's try and get as many likes on the stream as possible. Thank you guys so much for spending part of your Saturday night here at the channel. Sleeper Alert said that Bears are optimistic Monty plays tomorrow. Yeah, that would be good for a lot of fantasy managers. Offer Keenan Allen for Dubs and Najee Harris. It depends on your roster. Do you need the additional running back? It's a good trade. I'd probably take that trade. Keenan Allen, when are you going to play football, man? I mean, like, if you need a receiver, you can start right now, even if it's a flex. I do think Romeo Dubs is an option. And, like, even if you're not going to start Najee Harris, like, he's a safe floor play. Tough couple weeks for the Steelers coming up, but he's a safe floor play. And he's a good depth move. So, like, yeah, I don't hate that trade. Monty confirmed to play tomorrow. Okay. Monty confirmed. I've still got a questionable mark as of 2 hours ago. Considered optimistic to suit up, but still a question. So we'll see what happens there. Let me know where you got the confirmation from, though. I'll definitely check it out. Full PPR, pick one, Dillon, Dubs, or Wilson. I think we already hit this one. I'd probably go Dubs there. AJ Dillon or Breece Hall. I'd probably go Breece Hall. John is really behind the chat. I usually am. It's hard, man. It's hard to keep up. Half PPR flex, Dillon or Brandon Cooks. I go Dillon and half PPR. What's up, Mel Bailey? Angel, what's up, bro? Guy wants Lenny and Pierce, and I get Eckler. What do y'all think? I probably hold there. I like Eckler a lot. I've believed in Eckler all season, but like unless you're really, it depends on your other running backs here. I got Dalvin Cook and Kamara. I probably hold because of the question marks around Kamara and Cook still dealing with a shoulder injury at the end of the day, even if he's not like considered questionable ever. I probably hold here just for depth, man. Lenny's going to get back on his grind and Pierce playing good football. If he could get a second player out of this, I might consider it. But I'd hold just due to depth. Mel, full PPR, RB2, Dillon or CH. I go CH right here. I go CH for sure. Yeah, I'm not benching CH in a primetime matchup against a bad Raiders defense. Aaron Jones or Jeff Wilson. I go Aaron Jones, far more upside. Is Amon-Ra playing tomorrow? We don't know yet, Vision. I have him. If he doesn't play, I have Dubs. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine right there. But we won't know until tomorrow. Happy PPR, Kareem Hunt or James Conner. I probably go Kareem Hunt, man. Like I like the game script for the Cardinals, but that Philly run defense for real. That Philly defense is for real, man. Actually, the run defense hasn't been great statistically, but that Philly defense is for real. Like, but it is like one of these game scripts where, you know, all it's going to take is the Cardinals to put a drive together and get in the red zone and Connor get the rock. So, but Kareem Hunt has a really good matchup against the Chargers. Like, it's definitely a game script where Kareem Hunt could have a good week for sure. So, I probably lean Kareem Hunt. Start tune full PPR, Christian Kirk, Olave, or Godwin. I go Christian Kirk. I think he bounces back. Oh, God, Aiden, that's tough, man. I like Olave a lot this weekend, and I like Godwin a lot. I like Kirk a lot. This is tough, man. That's a good situation no matter what. I don't think it's gonna make or break you. I see really good floor and ceilings out of all these players. Good matchups all around, man. Trust your gut here. I mean, maybe I go Kirk and Godwin because Andy Dalton's playing quarterback, but Dalton did fine against the Vikings. So, like, I don't think he's going to struggle too much against the Seahawks. Trust your gut there, man. You're in a great position. Pan in the house is up. I got to start one of the flex. Hat PPR, Josh Reynolds, Richie James, or Michael Carter. Also ETN. I go Josh Reynolds there if he's healthy. If not, go ETN just due to matchup. I don't trust Richie James. I don't see a very good floor or ceiling for Michael Carter. So Reynolds if he's healthy. If not, ETN purely based on matchup against the Texans, worst team in the league against the RB position. Patrick, 12-team standard league. Have Pitts for tight end, Robinson current flex. Keenan Allen, Hopkins, and Garrett Wilson on bench. I could probably get Ertz for James Robinson. Should I try? I'd see who's out there on the waiver. Like, in a standard league, you don't want to lose James Robinson right now. Ertz is going to be a great tight end play on a weekly basis, and I get that Pitts is not healthy, and he's not a good standard play. I mean, I just tried to beg you guys, if you don't play PPR, don't draft Pitts. But regardless, like, you want James Robinson in your lineup, especially this weekend in a standard league. Like, he's going up against the worst run defense in the league. Patrick, let me know what tight ends are out there, man. I'd rather see you stream a tight end and maybe get a tight end play. I mean, 12-teamer, there's got to be less names out there. I doubt Pat Freiermuth is floating around. That's more of a 10-team play. But even Njoku, Irv Smith, Robert Tonyan, I doubt Gerald Everett's available. Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill might be a good stream for you on the week, man. Tight end 11 in standard. I think Logan Thomas is a good stream on the week. I'd rather see you just pick up any of those guys and stream them than trade away James Robinson. Robinson in general, even Robinson at the flex and standard is beautiful, man. But this weekend especially, Robinson's a winning piece for you, man. Robinson a must-start player for me. I'd rather see you stream a tight end, man. Breece Hall or Ramondre Stevenson? I go Stevenson this weekend for sure, Benjamin. Stevenson a must-start, undoubtedly, against that Lions defense. JDM, pick one to start, Aaron Jones or Herbert. If Monty sits, he could go Herbert here. He could, for sure. The Vikings are awful against the run, but Aaron Jones, tough to bench, man, and you're not going to know. That's the issue. It's the London games. Gosh, aren't they annoying? You're not going to know if Herbert's playing or not. Or excuse me, if Monty's playing or not. And I think you can still start Herbert even if Monty plays. But I probably just go Aaron Jones. He's got a good ceiling on the week. What's up, Devin? Great to have you. What's up, bro? Great to see you, man. What up, what up, what up? Thomas or Hayden Hurst, both are questionable. Yeah, man. I like Logan Thomas this week against Tennessee. But I like Hayden Hurst too. Both have good game scripts here. I might go... You can flip a coin here, bro. Yeah, both are great starts. I don't have an issue with either one. They're very, very, they're close for me right there. Maybe a higher scoring game with the Bengals and Ravens, but I don't see a lot of defense involved for the Washington-Tennessee game. I truthfully don't. So, I like Logan Thomas's stream option. I like Hayden Hurst as well. So that doesn't really answer your question. Every now and then, guys, I'm just like, flip a coin. I don't see a big difference between the two. So trust your conviction. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, it was an intense sneeze. Quinn, what's good, my guy? Double quarterback league, let's go. Love my double QB players out there. Hurts, Kirk, JJ, Fournette, Dillon, Hunt, Sutton, Stevenson, Conklin, Devonta Smith, Lazard, Pickens, Watson. Going back to earlier question about Kupp and Herbert trade. Okay. I think I still hold here, man. I think I still hold. Because, like, Devonta Smith, I mean, like, man, I would hold. I would hold. Because you were losing Kirk and JJ, right? And then Dillon. Like, I don't want to trust. I would hold, man. I would hold. JJ and Kirk is just a lot to lose. Who's your other quarterback? Who's your other quarterback? Just curious. But, and in my double quarterback league, I've got Hurts and Justin Herbert, which has been phenomenal so far. But I would hold. I would hold. It's always tempting when you can get a guy like Kupp, but JJ and Christian Kirk, I would rather have both of them on the season than just Kupp, believe it or not. And, like, you know, Sutton is a safe play as long as it's full PPR on a weekly basis. But then the depth outside of that, like, if you lose Kirk and JJ, then, like, you just have Devonta Smith, who's really a boomer bust player, and Lazard. Like, I want to trust Pickens. I'm getting closer and closer, but we got to see more there. And it's a tough coming weeks for the Steelers. And I don't trust Christian Watson. I think you could probably consider dropping him if you need to or packaging him away. But and then even at running back, I'm sorry, I forgot what running back you'd be gaining here in the trade. But Fournette, Dillon, Hunt, Stevenson, you don't have a lot of depth there, you know. So I would hold personally. I would hold. Thanks for all your help and detailed answers. Love coming to this stream. We love having you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate the shout out there. We love having you in the house, my guy. CH or Curtis Samuel at the flex. Full PPR. That's tough, Albert. Oh, gosh. Some of these questions sometimes I'm like, oh, my goodness. Both are great plays. I really like CH this weekend, man. And God, I like Curtis Samuel against Tennessee. Ooh. Chat, would you start CH against the Raiders? Primetime football. Raiders defense been bad. Chiefs offense been good. But, I mean, the Titans are 28th in the league against opposing receivers. I think Curtis Samuel has a good weekend, man. Shoot. For whatever reason, I feel like I'm leaning CH even in full PPR. Like, that's a toughie. That's a tough one. Clyde, full PPR, reads at 22.4, 15.8, 14.9, 22.4. He's your RB4 in full PPR. Curtis Samuel, on the other hand, wide receiver 15, comes in at 18.2, 22.9, 8, 13.1, 7.8. He was dealing with an illness this week. Jon Dawson's out. Tennessee's just... I go CH. I go CH. But it's close. Very close. I'm really stuck between Jamal Williams and James Robinson. What are your thoughts? I go James Robinson. Listen, man, Jamal Williams is going to have a good game, like, undoubtedly. But both are fine. Jamal Williams balling right now, bro. But James Robinson is a must start. It's a must start for me. He gets the Texans' run defense worse in the league. Like, I go James Robinson for sure. For sure. But, hey, I get the dilemma here. I get the dilemma. If you're not, like, Jamal Williams would be a great flex, but I'm sure you're probably pretty confident in your flex player if you're not considering Williams or Robinson. But I'm sticking by Robinson as a must start, man. Andrew, it's my other league, so no, I would be happy to help you even if it was the league we're playing each other. Good luck this weekend, Andrew. I'm looking forward to the matchup. We had a good matchup. Did we played each other in the auction league already, right? I think we did. Should be a good matchup this week in the Catch Fam League, though. Matt, 12-team PPR, McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, or Wilson. I go McLaurin. McLaurin against Tennessee for sure. For sure. Alex, 2 likes. Come on, people. Hit that like button. You probably just need to refresh. We're at like 30 likes, but... yeah, hit that like button, guys. Let's try and get as many likes on these streams as possible. Let's go. Appreciate it, bro. Montgomery, if he plays, or Pierce. Oh, God. Both are fine. Both are fine, but I'd probably go Monty if he plays. The matchup's better. But Pierce is just fine. After injury update, who do you like at flex? Pickens, Juju, or Dubs? I have Cup and London starting. I'd probably go Romeo Dubs. I mean, I like the potential in Pickens. I'm not starting Chiefs receivers. Chiefs receiver is going to drive you crazy if you own him, man. I like the potential in Pickens, but it's a steep matchup. Although the thought there is that the Steelers are playing from behind the whole game potentially and are just throwing the football a lot. So, but I'd probably go Romeo Dubs. All right, Jordan Schultz tweeted out, big news for the Bears is David Montgomery will suit up for week 5. That's where I got my info. Okay. Careful with them tweets, man. Sometimes they're kind of paraphrasing, but let's see here. Like sometimes people just take things out of context too. Like so far what I'm reading is they're optimistic he'll play. I would keep an eye on it. I don't see anything confirming. Careful with them tweets, man. Trying to check here. I'm not seeing anything confirming he's playing. But the optimism is there. There's a very good chance he plays. So give me a 5 keg parlay right now. What's up, BOP? Let's see here. I don't have all the lines in front of me. I'll take the Packers. There's some tough calls this week. I'll take the Bills. I'll take the Niners. I'll take the Cowboys, believe it or not. And I'll take the Chiefs. I don't have any of the money lines or over-unders in front of me, though. I'm still getting used to my gambling terms, so I don't even know if that's what you're asking. PPR, Flex, Dubs, Samuel, Harris, Edmonds. I go Curtis Samuel there. Curtis Samuel against Tennessee. Also, who would you start between Brady and Goff? I'm leaning Brady right now, but Goff has been on fire, and I'm a Lions fan. I might go Brady as well, but I do like... I mean, Brady against the Falcons, I probably go Brady, but Goff is fine. Yeah, Goff's going to have a good week, man. Hey, if you want to root for your team, go with Goff, man. He's going to be fine, but I see a better ceiling out of Brady. Monty's on my waiver. Should I drop James Conner for him? I don't really want you to drop James Conner, but like it's not like Conner's playing great from a fantasy perspective either. So, I mean, Conner's your RB29 PPR. Monty's 47, but he's missed basically 2 games. So, I mean, like the big thing with Monty this week is just a great matchup against the Vikings. He has Washington, New England, Dallas, Miami, Detroit, Atlanta, the Jets, Green Bay before bye week. There's some good matchups. There's some bad matchups. So, who else can he drop would be my question. Patrick, I picked up Disley. I like Disley this week. Disley is a great stream. Is he touchdown dependent? Yeah, but how many tight ends are touchdown dependent outside of like the top 4 guys, you know? So, yeah, Disley has 3 touchdowns in 4 games. Don't be sleeping on my boy Will Disley out there if you need a tight end. I think that's a good choice for sure, man. J Fitness was good, my guy. Hello, hello. Hey, catch Ertz for Kittle rest of season 0.75 PPR. I haven't heard that one before. I go Ertz. Ertz is the far more consistent play. Don't get me wrong. Like, any week, Kittle could get back to being Kittle. Don't get me wrong. But I go Ertz. Sucks I have to ask this, but Andy Dalton or Cooper Rush? That's an interesting one. I might go Andy Dalton. Let's see here. Andy Dalton had 13 points against Minnesota. He had a fumble and didn't have a pick. I don't know, man. I might go Cooper Rush. His stat lines as a starter in complete games read as 13, 12, 17. The Rams have just been... They've been awful against opposing receivers, but the run defense is for real, and I wonder if the pass rush gets to him. Man, that's tough. I go Andy Dalton by a hair. But you could really trust your own conviction there. You could go with either guy. I could see Rush having a decent game, though. That's a tough one. Chat, what do you think? Andy Dalton or Cooper Rush? Who would you start if you had to? I really hate having Kirk on my team. I don't think I can get away with trading Sutton instead of Sutton. Why do you hate having Kirk? Kirk's playing good football, man. Well, think about the trade, I guess. But it's just tough, man. I really don't like you losing those two receivers. Like, there's a chance any week JJ shoots up to, like, wide receiver 2. You know, like, I get it, man. Cup is cup, but... Godfather back, what's up, bro? Juju or Woods? Bingo Media, I go Woods here. Woods has a great matchup against the Commanders. I don't trust those Chiefs receivers. Matt, 12-team PPR, Najee Harris, Damian Harris, or Gabe Davis. Thanks, man. Of course, bro. That's what we're here for. I go Damian Harris against the Lions for sure. Oh my gosh, am I really catching up to the chat? Holy cow. Brian Robinson, RB1. We'll find out. But I think it's more... I think they're going to start it as a committee approach for sure. Work him in, you know. So I wouldn't say just yet. But the potential's there. I don't think Gibson's playing that bad of football, but he has gotten worse every week of the season. So, yeah, the potential's there. Potential's there for sure. But it's tough to say, man. I think they go as a committee, but we shall see. Man, appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. Appreciate you guys shooting on the fantasy questions and spending part of your night here. All right, let's see. Lost my spot. Could also get Robinson or Monty. Are you getting 3 players or 2 players there, Quinn? And remind me of the complete trade again. Just because when I start to go through all these questions, I don't want to get jumbled up and remember the wrong players. But like if Robinson's involved, yeah, I mean that helps. I just hate to see you lose. All right, I meant to say I would trade Sutton instead of Jefferson. And I hate Kirk because I'm a Vikings fan. I'm pretty good at knowing when... Okay. Quinn, I have been completely misunderstood this entire time. I thought you were talking about Christian Kirk this entire time. So, that's my bad. That's my bad. Start over, Quinn. Resend me the trade. Start over. Let's start from square one, Quinn. Maybe we do need to... I thought that was Christian Kirk. Let's start over. Let's start from scratch. And then we'll consider Robinson or Monty in the mix as well. Okay. Sorry, Quinn. Okay, because when you were saying Hurts is my other quarterback, I was like, well, I've only heard one quarterback overall. And, but okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, trade. Kirk Cousins, right? Right, Kirk Cousins. Justin Jefferson or Sutton and Dillon for Kupp. Okay. Justin Herbert. And see, like, I thought it was Khalil Herbert. All right, so if you're trading away Kirk Cousins, Courtland Sutton, and Dillon for Kupp, Justin Herbert, and James Robinson, that's highway robbery. If you can pull that off, that's beautiful, man. Yes, you do that trade in a freaking heartbeat. Now, if it's Kirk Cousins, Sutton, and Dillon for Kupp, Justin Herbert, and Monty, that's still fine. If it's Kirk Cousins, JJ, and AJ Dillon for Kupp, Justin Herbert, and James Robinson, it's still fine too. But if you can pull off Kirk Cousins, Sutton, AJ Dillon, and get Kupp, Herbert, and Robinson, if you can start there and they accept that, you do that in a heartbeat, man. But yes, Kirk Cousins, JJ, and Dillon is okay. But I would lean James Robinson over Monty, and I would try to trade Sutton before Justin Jefferson. But yeah, if you can pull that trade off, man, you can really upgrade your roster. So, I'm glad we got that clarified. Yes, this trade could be really good for you, man. Andrew, good luck to you. Let's go. Good luck to you as well. Going to be a good matchup. Week 9 for auction. I don't know why I felt like we had played in that league already. But yeah, good luck this week, Andrew. I'm looking forward to it. Trade Edmonds and Curtis Samuel for Jacobs. That's fine. If you have the depth, that's fine. Dallas defense versus Rams. Should I stream someone else? I like Dallas's defense this week, guys. The Rams are the worst team in the league against opposing fantasy defenses. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, Dallas is a good stream, but Rich, let me know who else is out there. All right, so Sleeper's saying Monty will play tomorrow, according to Albert. So, all right, good news. Good news. We have more confirmation that Monty will play tomorrow. So you guys, looks like we can trust the tweets. Oh, J Fitness, hat PPR for everyone except tight end is 0.75. Okay. James, I literally can't give Zeke away. Is he worth dropping? If so, for who? Already have a few waiver wire potential heroes: Jameson Williams, Alec Pierce, and Garrett Wilson. I mean, like, if you're not starting him and you're fine at the running back position, yeah, but someone will probably pick him up. So, like, just keep that in mind. You know, like, someone's probably going to pick him up just because why not? Yeah, it's tough there. It's tough there. But yeah, I mean, if you need to make a move for a receiver, then I'm good with it, man. I'm good with it. I have a problem with it. Like, if you're not starting him, you know. All right, let's see here. Thoughts on Singletary's game, possible score? I mean, Alex, he can always score. It's a good matchup this week. If you have to start Singletary, I'm not against it. He can always score. Anyone can, right? But yeah, the game script is good enough for sure, Alex. Quinn, completely my fault on the question. I know it all got mixed up on me. Hey, you're good, bro. You're good. It happens. Yeah, I mean, I guess with certain players, it's nice to put like an initial or whatever. But hey, man, we got to figure it out. I'm no sweat on my side, my guy. I'm just happy we got it sorted out. And yeah, I do think the trade could definitely work for you, bro. Griffin, rank Curtis Samuel, Davis, Garrett Wilson, Romeo Dubs versus season PPR. Okay. Versus season, I might put Dubs first, man. I really think Romeo Dubs could get it just a really consistent role within that offense. And just to be a very consistent target for Aaron Rodgers. Man, number 2 is tough. Like, it could be Curtis Samuel, it could be Gabe Davis. Like, I almost want to go 2A, 2B there. That one's just tough. That's tough. Like, I don't want to give up on Gabe Davis, but in back of my head, you know, like, I'm like, let's continue to roll. You know, don't drop. Like, I'm so conflicted with Gabe Davis. I might go Dubs, Curtis Samuel, Gabe Davis, Garrett Wilson at this point in the season. But that could change. Gabe Davis could shoot up. Even Wilson could shoot up. So at the moment, I'll go Dubs, Curtis Samuel, Gabe Davis, Garrett Wilson. But there's still a lot of upside with Gabe Davis and Garrett Wilson. Good night, Andrea. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night. Good luck tomorrow. Gonna be a good little matchup we got there. If Monty plays, do I play him over DJ Moore? For sure, 3 Walketeers. And it's looking like we have some reports that Monty is no longer considered question mark, that he's gonna play for sure. So yeah, it's too good of a matchup to ignore against the Vikings. So yeah, definitely. I think he's a good play. Like, I think he's a great play, actually. So yeah, I would definitely. I mean, I just don't have that faith or that conviction at the end of the day whatsoever in that offense for the Carolina Panthers. So yeah, I go Monty there. If he doesn't and he had to start DJ Moore, like, at least the target should be there. So one more question. Sit 1 PPR. Gallup, Pickens, Edmonds, or Monty? Well, okay, so it looks like Monty's playing. I probably sit Edmonds just because it's a toss-up on a weekly basis. But he's still okay. Pickens, I could see a good, like, the game script working for Pickens because they're going to be behind, and hopefully that chemistry between Pickett and Pickens comes out, right? And this, you know, so PPR, I don't mind Pickens. I probably go Gallup, Pickens, Monty. But if you're not as confident in Pickens, you can go Edmonds over Pickens. But Monty, as long as he's healthy, right, which it looks like he's going to be, Monty and Gallup for sure. I like this matchup for Gallup a lot. I mean, the Rams have been awful against receivers. So, yeah. Gallup, Monty, Pickens for me. J Fitness, how do you like my team in redraft? Keeper, Superflex, hat PPR, tight end premium. So, 3-1 right now. Goff, Carr, Winston. Interesting QB room, but it looks like it's working for you. Pickett, CMC. Oh, you got Pickett too. Nice. CMC, Swift, Kamara, Ramondre, Mostert, Kupp, AJ Brown, Lockett, Cooks, Mark Kittle. Yeah. Team looks all right, man. Getting by with running back. I mean, if you can get that running back room healthy, including Kamara, like, yeah, this is a filthy team. Because you got Kupp and AJ Brown, and then Amari Cooper's been playing well for you. Lockett's been playing well for you. And then Cooks is, like, good as a wide receiver 5. So, any upgrades you see, I feel like tight end is where you're a little bit worried right now. And being that it's tight end premium, like, you could probably move on from Mostert. And maybe, like, who's out there at the tight end position? I would imagine, like, tight end's not as deep in terms of options out there, being that it's tight end premium. So, huh. Yeah, let me know who's out there. Maybe Kittle. You want someone behind Kittle. That'd be really the only upgrade. Like, you're obviously not playing with the greatest quarterbacks, but you can get by with those guys, as you obviously have been at 3-1. So I like the team overall. The running back room looks great, man, and receivers are good too. Thoughts on Pickett the rest of the way? Any young wide receiver rookie sleepers? Last question, does Kenneth Gainwell hold any value? So, yeah, Kenneth Gainwell holds some nice handcuff value for sure if anything happens to Sanders. But outside of that, like, Sanders is the RB1. Eagles are going to run the rock, but, like, Sanders is running the rock. Like, he's getting the majority of the touches. But Gainwell, Like, if you're hurting at running back, you just need someone to stash. He's a good stash. Yeah. Rookie receivers. I mean, Pickens is probably gone. Wilson is gone. Treylon Burks is on IR. Ooh. I guess he could stash Burks on IR. Man, Sky Moore has 6.1 fantasy points through 4 games. He's been basically a bust, man. I mean, if Jon Dawson gets dropped, stash Dawson until he's healthy, man. Jalen Tolbert had been very disappointing. Can't get healthy. Alec Pierce, man. If Alec Pierce is available in full PPR, Alec Pierce needs to be rostered. He might still be available. So, 15 targets in the last 2 games. 12 points in week 4, 16.1 in week 5. And the Colts going to be in a lot of game scripts where they're working from behind. So, Alec Pierce, definitely someone I will consider. But that's really it, man. If Dotson gets dropped, Dotson's worth stashing. I'm not really there on Christian Watson with what we've seen. I doubt Jameson Williams is available. Tolbert been disappointing. Sky Moore been disappointing. Wilson and Pickens probably already gone. Like, if you really want to stash Treylon Burks, you can, but I don't see anyone else worth really going towards, man. And thoughts on Pickett the rest of the way. I was like, oh, wait, there's one more question. Leave it out here. So, there's a tough coming. The horizon's not looking great for Pickett. Like, listen, I believe I like rooting for these young quarterbacks, man, and I'm, dude, if you take Mitchell Trubisky's stats through the first 4 games of the season, this is just interesting. You compare them to Russell Wilson's stats through the first 4 games of the season. Russell Wilson has a $235 million contract. Mitchell Trubisky gets benched. Mitchell Trubisky, all of his stats, maybe not all of them, but all the major stats through the first 4 games of the season, Mitchell Trubisky outperformed Russell Wilson. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy how that works. But Kenny Pickett has Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Miami, and Philadelphia. A bye week, the Saints, Cincinnati, and the Colts. Hey, man, you got to get these growing pains out of the way. This is a good schedule to do so. I don't think Pickett's going to be, even in Superflex or double QB, someone you're starting right away unless you're absolutely desperate. But listen, man, I think there's reason to be optimistic about Pickett. And if he can perform well in these games, like even if he's getting you 15 fantasy points, like if he's not turning the football over, I mean 3 picks last week, excuse me, like listen, man. I'm all for rooting for these rookie quarterbacks, but it's a tough couple of weeks here. There's some of those matchups are better than others, but like it's a tough couple of weeks for sure. All right, got RB slot, 1 flex slot left. Hoping you can help me out. Got Zeke, Singletary, Lockett, Godwin. Appreciate, man. Love these live Q&As. Thanks, man. We love having you here, my guy. That's tough, man, because I like Lockett a lot, but I go Godwin. I said Zeke and Singletary too volatile. Other running backs involved. I think Singletary could have a really good game against the Steelers, but I think the safest play here is Godwin against Atlanta. I do like Lockett against the Saints, though. I go Godwin, Lockett, Singletary, and then Zeke. I wouldn't be surprised if Singletary does have a good game, though. But I go Godwin personally if it's my roster. I just traded for Carr in 1 trade. Amari Cooper in another, and then got Kamara, Ramondre, and A.J. Brown in a separate trade. Trade away some draft capital, but I'm going for the win this year. Let's go. Yeah, I think the team looks good, man. I think you're in a good position there. Team looks good for sure. 3 Walketeers, start 2. Robinson, Harris, Pierce, Sanders. Oh, Devin Duvernay. God almighty. Oh, God. James Robinson, you have to start. Man, like Damian Harris is a must start for me too. Oh God, but how can he bench Miles Sanders and Damian Pierce is playing great football? This is a beautiful position to be in, man. This is a great position to be in. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is one you kind of just want to. You kind of just want to trust your gut. But that's really tough, man. There's a lot of good options here. I go James Robinson and Miles Sanders, and this is the first question where I'm benching Damian Harris. Can you flex one of these guys? This is a great position to be in. Even Dameon Pierce isn't like a position to have a good game. Like Devin Duvernay's, I'll set Devin Duvernay. I'll tell you that much. I probably go Robinson and Sanders, but Dameon Pierce is going to have a damn good game, and Dameon Pierce is a great start here. Chat, who would you start here? Who would you start here, guys? James Robinson, Damian Harris, Dameon Pierce, Miles Sanders, Devin Duvernay, just to get some other perspectives out there. But I'd probably go James Robinson and Miles Sanders. But Damian Harris, Dameon Pierce are good starts. Gosh, that's tough, man. That's tough. Pierce is still on waivers. I guess a QB name Pickett may not be a good thing anyway. Just thought maybe for bye week filler. Yeah, if Dameon Pierce is out there, I go pick him up, bro, for sure. For sure. Yeah, not a bad thought in terms of bye week, but it's a tough horizon, like I said. J-Dub stopping in. What's up, bro? What up, what up, what up? How are you, man? How was your day? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in, man. We appreciate you. Always great to have you in the house. What do you think about tomorrow's lineup? Send it our way, Jesse. Let's go. Not going to be on long, just dropping a like. I'm about to crash. Get your rest, man. Rest up. Have a great Sunday. Watch some good football tomorrow, man. We always appreciate you stopping in, man. Really do. So, I get it, man. I'm not too far off. Probably don't have more than another half hour in me at most in terms of tonight's stream. But appreciate you guys being here, man. It's been a great stream. You guys been killing it with the questions, and I appreciate the chat being so interactive and you guys being here and everything. So, thanks for your earlier answers. They're all the same as I thought, but just need the confirmation. Of course, Mel, we got you, bro. That's what we're here for. Always good to get that confirmation bias, right? 3 Rocketeers. I have Jalen Hurts. I think that's fine, man. Like, you can start Hurts and Sanders. They're both balling right now. It's a good, like, I think Rocketeers, like, you bench Duvernay. You have to start James Robinson. The Texans' defense is the worst defense in the league against opposing running backs. You have to start him. And then, like, Harris gets the Lions. They're the second worst team in the league against opposing running backs. Like, that it's just such a tough decision. But whoever you start out of those 4 running backs, I would start Robinson no matter what. Whoever you start out of the next 3, you're in a good position. So, I would probably go Sanders and Robinson is my gut feeling, but Harris is, oh God, I can't linger on that question. I could spend the rest of the night on that question. That's painful, man. Dallas or Jacksonville's defense, both are really good options. What's up, Cali Loco? Both are really good options. I might go Jacksonville though. I think they're a really good play, but Dallas is a really good play against the Rams. You could flip a coin there. The Rams are the worst team in the league against opposing defenses from a fantasy perspective. For some reason, I have a little bit of faith in them after they had a horrendous performance last week. But, man, if the Rams lose this game, like they're in full panic mode, right? Jacksonville's playing really good, though. And they're a great stream against the Texans. One of Steven's favorite streams on the week. Defense number 4. They read at 7, 22, 10, 9. This might be the best matchup they've had all year. You could really flip a coin there. And I would say, what is your conviction in the Rams offense? If it's low, then go Dallas. If you have some faith in them, go Jacksonville. Oh, Rich, Alec Pierce. I was like, yeah, well, Dameon Pierce available. Go pick him up. Alec Pierce is still a really good pickup if it's full PPR. Yeah, he's solid. All right, Lamar Jackson, Jeff Wilson, Jamal Williams, Curtis Samuel, Doobie, Kelsey, Zay Jones, A.J. Dillon. Yeah. McKenzie's on the bench. If McKenzie's healthy, I would go McKenzie over Zay Jones. But other than that, it's a good lineup for sure, Jesse. Yeah. It's a good squad. Looks like a little bit of a deeper league, but you should be in good shape there. I would consider McKenzie over Zay Jones if McKenzie's healthy and concussion protocol, but he should be good to go. Mel Bailey, Carr, Cousins, or T-Law. I go T-Law, guys. I mean, Carr is okay here against the Chiefs in prime time. I listen, Cousins can always perform, and he gets the Bears. But then again, like, I don't see a really high ceiling there. Like, I could see the Vikings getting up on the Bears early, not really having to push the football down the field and just kind of running the ball. But who knows, right? Like, the Cousins can always perform. Carr can always perform, but I just don't see good ceilings from them. Like, I don't know if they like take you over the top if you need the extra points to win. Like, I don't know if the upside's there. Trevor Lawrence against the Texans, coming off of a bad performance as a team against the Eagles, an offense and a team that's been playing really good football. I go Trevor Lawrence here, man. I have Lawrence, Goff, and Carr in a league, and I'm going Trevor Lawrence, so I'll ride with T-Law with you. But I think Carr is a really safe floor if you're worried about anything. David, have a great night, man. We appreciate you, bro. Have a great night. 3 Rocketeers, yeah, man. Yeah, man, of course. That's what we're here for. I have been all day, been stressing out, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. Anthony, starting quarterback is Goff. Got Eckler. Uh-oh. All right, that one retracted the message. Looks like I think you were missing your RB2, so I'll read that one when you send it back in. Jay Fitness starting Kamara and CMC at RB. Cup, AJ Brown, a receiver. Ramondre in the flex. Who would you go in my second flex? Amari Cooper, Cooks, or Lockett? Cooper or Lockett. And it's tough. I mean, the rest of the lineup is very solid, man. Very solid. So Lockett against the Saints. Cooper against the Falcons. Maybe I go Cooper here. Oh, no, Cooper against the Chargers. I'm sorry, not against the Falcons. I think Cooper could bounce back this week, but Lockett's been playing really good football against the Saints. I think I go Cooper by a hair, but don't be surprised if Lockett outperforms him. Both are really good starts, man. I bench Cooks, though. The rest of the lineup looks really solid, man. Really, really solid. These London games are killing me. Out in Cali, I have to get up at 5:30. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. Yeah, that got brought up earlier in the chat. There's a real yawn for you guys. I'm feeling it today, man. I was up at 5:30. I got a little nap in before the stream, but I'm feeling it, man. All right. And speaking of, we'll probably start to wind down in about 15 minutes or so. Just so you guys are aware. But I'll be on around 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll run a little good 2-hour stream or so before kickoff. So we'll be here in the morning for you guys as well. Starting lineup, Josh Allen, Eckler, Chubb, flex to CEH. Okay. Waddle, Debo, Kittle, Gano, and Dallas defense. Any thoughts? Oh yeah, it's a good looking lineup. I mean, Kittle brings you some nice upside. It's a good game script, or maybe not game script, but good matchup against the Panthers. But yeah, lineup. I mean, Eckler, Chubb, and CH is scary. Waddle, pay attention to the groin injury. If you're confident in Waddle, with Teddy B at the quarterback position, then I'm fine with it, man. But pay attention to the injury. For sure. Injury is a little spooky there. And then you just got to factor in with Tua out, what does the chemistry look like overall with Teddy B? So keep that in mind, I guess. But yeah, the lineup looks good overall, man. I feel pretty confident there. Pick 2 to start, A.J. Dillon, Stevenson, or Devonta Smith. I go Devonta Smith and Ramondre Stevenson here, yeah. Giants not playing good against the run, but they're not giving up a lot of touchdowns, and you got Aaron Jones there as well. So Ramondre Stevenson against the Lions defense, Devonta Smith in a good game script. Yeah, I like both those players. I wish they would just move those games back 3 hours, which would be 5:30 p.m. their time. Yeah, the London games are just tricky, man. Like, just from a fantasy perspective, aggravating. Like, very inconvenient. Need Aaron Jones to have a big game? Yeah, man. I think he's got a shot at a really good game this weekend. I like Aaron Jones this weekend for sure, man. Good ceiling there. All right, desperate at RB2, PPR, pick one. Ingram, Craig Reynolds, Madison, Brian Robinson, Mike Carter. Madison and Brian Robinson. Yeah, I don't know if I want you to start Madison, man. I don't know if I want you to start Madison. 8.8 and 11.4 in the last 2 weeks. He gets Chicago. I don't know if I want you to start Brian Robinson, though. I go Ingram. Go Ingram. Yeah, 7.3, 7.8 in the last 2 weeks. I don't know, man. Some combination. I think your best shot. Some combination of Ingram, Madison, and Brian Robinson. But I don't know what to expect out of Brian Robinson. And Kamara should be back. Like, Cook is fine, so... I mean, I know it's a desperate situation. Oh, just pick one. I'm sorry. I don't know. I saw RB2. I don't know why I read it as pick two. I'm sorry. Probably Madison. Because he scored last week. Probably Madison. Michael Carter is kind of interesting, but he has not been the guy the last 2 weeks or so. I probably go Madison. But any of those guys probably give you just as good of a shot as the other. And you're really just hoping for a touchdown. Madison against the Bears. But obviously it's not a beautiful option regardless of what direction you go there. All right, Cooper against the Chargers. Yeah. I think it's a good start there, J Fitness. Rich, thanks, brother. Good luck. Right back at you, my guy. I need to check my lineups, man. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown in half my lineups. Full PPR trade, AJ Brown, CH for Barkley and Cooper. Which side wins? I mean, it's pretty even, man. Like, the upside at receiver lies on the AJ Brown side. The upside at running back leans on the Barkley side, of course. But overall, statistically and ranking-wise, ranking-wise, the AJ Brown CH side wins because CH is your RB4. Sorry, I just bumped my mic. Don't know if that made an awful noise for you guys or not. AJ Brown is wide receiver 10. So I would say ultimately that side wins. Where on the flip side, Saquon Barkley is RB2. Then Amari Cooper, who was a lot higher earlier in the season, is coming in as wide receiver 24. So I think ultimately the A.J. Brown CH side wins. But upside at receivers, the A.J. Brown side. Upside at RB is the Barkley side. Slade, what's good, bro? What up? What's up, man? It's good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Late night here. Etienne or Khalil Herbert? I go Herbert. Like, even if Monty's out there, which it's looking like he's probably going to be, I think you're okay. But, well, you know what? For that argument, Herbert against the Vikings, against the Vikings, like, you're okay, right? They're giving up a lot of yards on the ground. Like, something like 700 yards, something ridiculous over the first 4 games. But ETN gets the worst team in the league against the run. I'd probably go Herbert, though. I like his usage more. Probably go Herbert. But ETN is actually okay, too. Tyreek Hill and Waddle both expected to play tomorrow. Thank you, Albert. I like Hill a little bit more. Not starting Judy again until I see one good game is so frustrating. Yeah, Judy is downgraded to a bench. Outside of Cortland Sutton, I am not recommending Broncos players. We've seen enough. I had a little bit more optimism after week 4. I've seen enough, guys. I'm benching Broncos. Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy. Melvin Gordon, I think you can consider if you don't have better options. But outside of Melvin Gordon and Cortland Sutton, so basically I'm out on Jeudy and Russell Wilson for now. But we weren't really, recommending many more Broncos players outside of that. But I also think I'm basically done with Thursday Night Football. I know this was a drastic case with the last game we got, but I'm not, from a fantasy perspective, I'm just not feeling very confident in these Thursday night matchups, man. You just never know. You don't know what you're going to get, man. All right, guys, we're going to start wrapping it up within the next 10 minutes, so make sure if you guys have questions, get them out here. I'll be on tomorrow before kickoff, though. Anthony starting Goff, Eckler, Higgins, Waddle. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Thought we were going to get a clear update on Amon-Ra. I don't know if that's a clear update. All right, Goff, Eckler, Higgins, Waddle, Freiermuth, Jamal Williams. Got Devonta Smith, Cook, Wilson, Gallup, Zach Wilson. Any suggestions or adjustment? It's a good lineup and a good bench, man. I'd probably keep it how it is. Goff, Eckler. So I guess Jamal Williams is your RB2, right? If Jamal Williams is your flex, then we're missing an RB2, which Dalvin Cook could fill that void, right? Goff, Eckler, Higgins, Waddle, Freiermuth, Williams. I think Devonta Smith and Michael Gallup are really solid flexes this week. So if you have a flex spot open and Jamal Williams is your RB2, then I think I'd probably go Devonta Smith by a hair, but Gallup is a really good option too. So, but the lineup looks good. You do have some good bench plays here. I like Gallup against the Rams. I like Devonta Smith against the Cardinals, and Dalvin Cook's always a safe floor, but I would probably hold it as it is. I like your lineup, man. Do you think Corey Davis could be a good flex option? Yeah, in full PPR, I do. Full PPR, I think he's fine. What's up, Damio? We got Jamel, of course. J Fitness going to call it a night. Got church tomorrow and football rest of the day. Let's go, let's go. Have a good night, catch. Yeah, man. Good luck tomorrow. Hopefully we catch you tomorrow. If not, good luck and have a great day, safe day tomorrow, man. Do you think the Cowboys win or play close? Yeah, I think they have a solid shot to win. Rams don't look great. Yeah, I think the Cowboys definitely have a solid shot to win. Defense is playing great, and the Rams' defense has been awful against opposing receivers. So, yeah, I think the Cowboys have a solid shot to win for sure. When you have a trust your gut situation with equal possibilities, do you look at the weather and or home field advantages? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Try to find a deciding factor regardless of what it is to lean one way or the other. Mel, I agree on Thursdays. I only start tier 1 studs or defense. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to get away from flex plays, including Thursday night football. It's just this short week. Short week really affects these players, man. It doesn't make for good game scripts. Do you like Tonyan tomorrow? Yeah, I don't have anything against starting Tonyan tomorrow. I think he's a good start tomorrow, actually. Obviously coming off a good game, but the Giants aren't playing good against the tight end position either. So, yeah, I like Tonyan tomorrow. Ander, what's good, bro? Love you guys. Good luck, everyone, this week. Let's go. Appreciate that, man. Right back at you, my dude. Lenny and Pierce for Eckler. My RBs are Cook and Kamara. I would hold the depth. Yeah, I hit this one earlier. Sorry if you didn't hear it, but I would hold the depth because Kamara is still technically a question mark, and Cook always injury prone. So personally, I would hold the depth of Lenny and Pierce. Hollywood Brown or Jeff Wilson? Ooh, that's tough. Wilson has a better overall matchup, but Hollywood Brown just hard to bench, and it's still a good game script. And he's had, one or two tough matchups on the season that he's performed pretty well. And I full PPR, I go Hollywood Brown. Anything outside of that, maybe Jeff Wilson. Damio, what's up, man? Sorry to ask a similar question. You're good, bro. Davis, Herbert, or Gallup, full PPR. If Monty sits, Khalil Herbert. If not, I really like Michael Gallup against the Rams this week. I might go Gallup there in full PPR. But if Monty sits, go Herbert. Singletary, Zeke, Lazard, or Duvernay. I could see Singletary having a good game. But I go Lazard. Yeah, I like Lazard right now. I think he's a really safe floor, so I go Lazard. Just got news. Kamara is playing or expected to play. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I think he was always leaning. There's optimism there. So, but thank you for the update, man. Start Lazard and Dillon tomorrow. You can, yeah. I don't see a crazy high ceiling for Dillon, but I think the floor is safe, and I like Lazard tomorrow. We got you, Angel. Yeah, I mean, like if I just think the depth helps you there. But Eckler is still a baller, man. Don't get me wrong. Ash, thanks for the show. Thank you for being here, Ash. When should we think about stashing Jameson Williams? At any point, he's going to be back soon. So just keep in mind, like if you go out and stash him, like he might be ready next week or the week after. So I have stashed him all season long in one of my leagues. So I'm gonna have a dilemma. I might have to drop him, frankly, because I only have 4 bench spots in that league. So I might actually have to drop him. But I've got Dotson right now, who I could also drop. There's the one advantage to that league is there's a lot of it's full PPR and there's a lot of receivers circulating. Because you have to drop players if you only have 4 benches, which I think is a good challenge. But yeah, you could stash him any time, man. No RB2 spot in my fantasy, so Jamal Williams is my flex. Okay, I got you. Yeah, then I think the lineup looks good, man. But you do have some good bench players, so don't be surprised some of them pop. But it's a good lineup. Now the Rams are playing like hot garbage, but would you start Higbee as number 2 option or Freiermuth with a rookie QB versus the Bills? I go Higbee, but I do like Freiermuth. Like I'm not out on Freiermuth. It'll be interesting to see. Like I have one league right now where I'm 4-0, and there's just so much good value following me in the draft that I went 0 tight end, and Freiermuth is my guy. So I'm really relying on Freiermuth, and I do like Freiermuth, even with Pickett at QB. But I go Higbee. Yeah, I go Higbee. He's your tight end 5 in full PPR. Yes, the Rams are playing like hot garbage, but Higbee's like your second receiving option for staph infection, and he's making the most of it. They have a good chemistry. I go Higbee. Damian Harris or Jamal Williams? Oh God, probably Jamal Williams, but Damian Harris is still a must start in my eyes. But like I still like the Lions had the second worst defense against opposing running backs in fantasy. Like I probably go Jamal Williams, but Damian Harris can have a great game. Christian Kirk or Amon Ra. If Amon Ra is healthy, you have to start him. But you could just go Christian Kirk, like because I've talked about this. There is a scenario where Amon Ra is out there essentially as like a decoy. Like I could definitely see that. So maybe Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk's got a really good matchup. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Maybe go Christian Kirk, but I've been saying it all season. If Amon Ra is listed as healthy, you got to start him. So, but Kirk gets the Texans, man. Maybe go Kirk here. That's a tough one. It's a good start no matter what. AJ Dillon, Cooper, Drake London in my flex full PPR 10 team. I go Cooper, but London could have a really good game too. You know, you got like the target should be there for London, and the Falcons should be playing from behind against the Bucks. You got Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts out, so full PPR. You know, London's a good play, but I like Cooper. It's a good matchup with the Chargers. I go Cooper. Thoughts of using Meyer, Dallas kicker over Carlson? I'm feeling a KC blowout with no kicks. No. Meyer's balling, man. Don't get me wrong, but you don't bench Daniel Carlson. You just can't bench Daniel Carlson. And no. Start Daniel Carlson, please. Your kicker number 2. Who's 1? Who's kicker 1 right now? No, you don't bench Carlson. Okay, I'm on a mission before we start to. Younghoe Koo's kicker number 1. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, You start Carlson. Don't overthink it, man. Don't overthink it. But Meyer's playing good football. But I did read that the Dallas Cowboys place kicker got hurt. And they have their backup place kicker in. I don't know if that's really going to make a difference. But I read that over the weekend. Daniel Carlson. And don't overthink it, man. Higgins and Hayden Hurst both expected to play. Thank you for the update, Albert. Always appreciate those. St. Brown, Lazard, McKenzie, McLaurin, Ayuk start 3. St. Brown if he's healthy, Lazard and McLaurin. If St. Brown's not healthy, Lazard, McKenzie, and McLaurin. So it depends on St. Brown's health. Anthony, thanks for the feedback, of course, man. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind it down. We're basically 2 hours in. Whew. Great stream, guys. I was a little off my game energy-wise, but we had a great stream tonight. Thank you guys for being here, man. Thank you guys for spending your Saturday night here. And most importantly, thank you guys for all the fantasy questions, guys. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys getting the chat pop in. I appreciate all you guys getting your opinions out there. And just thank you guys, man, for being here, for spending your Saturday night here. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. Thank you for any super chats that were out there tonight. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out if you guys didn't do so already. And thank you guys, man. I'll be on tomorrow night. I won't be on tomorrow night. I'll be on tomorrow morning before kickoff around 11 a.m. So I'll be on if you guys have final questions. And we should have more injury updates, so it might affect a lot of you guys. So make sure you guys pop in tomorrow. Say what's up. And, you know, at the very least, stop by, say what's up. And we'll get some final lineup advice out there. So, appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys. Love this community. Love the Catch fam. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram if you guys need anything in the meantime. Doubt you will. Everyone go get some rest. We'll recoup in the morning. We'll get our lineup straight in the morning. But Discord, Instagram links in the description down below. And, yeah, that'll do it for tonight, man. Pray, this is a record latest stream. Not even close, man. Not even close. Last year, before the wife and I had the baby, I mean, Saturday nights, we used to stream till 3:30 in the morning sometimes. I don't know how I did that, man. I mean, I do. I was just hungry, and I was trying to build the community, and those are some of the funnest streams that we've ever had, man. But and we used to play Madden too, so that used to kind of fill the void, especially when we didn't have as many subscribers. But not even close, Pray. I know it's past your bedtime though. You need to get some rest, man. So I'm just joking. Love you, Pray. Mel, thanks, bro. We all went in this week. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button, of course, if you're new to the channel. And I appreciate you guys, man. I'll be on tomorrow. So y'all know what to do, man. Check out all the links down below. And thank you guys for everything tonight. Thanks for all the great fantasy questions. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So with that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on The Catch. And peace.